All right. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Disney List. Every week, Kristen and I, we share our Disney favorites with you. And last week, we had an awesome episode. Kristen, it's great to have Dave on the show.
Yes, it was.
Dave Bossart, great guy, awesome author, former Disney animator, was giving away his brand new book too, not only talking about it and giving his Disney List guest list, but also we gave away a book. And Kristen, we have a winner of that book.
Yay!
Somewhere, if I can find.
I just wish it could have been me. I want that book.
Oh yeah, I want that book too. It's an awesome book. So I was gonna say we have a winner, and I am looking for our winner right now. There he is. You want to announce the winner?
I'm gonna guess it's pronounced Brenny.
Yep.
Conkle.
There you go. Congratulations, Brenny. So we're gonna email you. Must be a Carolina person because it's a Tar Heel. So that's what I'm saying. But anyway, so congratulations for winning the book 3D Disneyland Like You've Never Seen It Before by Dave Bossart. And if you'd like, you can. Bossart. Did I say it again?
Yes,
I said it again. Happens all the time. But anyway, yes, we will email you. And it's important that our listeners go ahead and pre-order the book. It's a nice coffee table book, 3D Disneyland Like You've Never Seen It Before. And you can get it at theoldmillpress.com. And he'll sign it as well, which is an added perk, not only to get a discount while supplies last, but you'll also have fun with that. So our show today, we've got a couple mentions, we've got a couple Disney headlines, and then we're going to launch into the Disney List, which is our top 10 rides over there at Magic Kingdom. But before we get through and get to all of that goodness, let's talk about how you can help with the show. Not only can you support us via anchor.fm and click the link for the Disney List, because you can become a Patreon and a supporter of the show by just giving $1 a day. $1 a month. Oh, $1 a day. That'd be awesome. $1 a month. Like our top fan,
Actually,
Lindsay, in the chat. Yes.
It's 99 cents.
99 cents.
Or
okay.
$4.99, or as much as $9.99.
Yes. Yeah. So you can go ahead and hook it up and support the Disney List over there. Another thing you could do is book your next Disney, Universal, or cruise line trip with Kristen. Kristen, where can people email you for that? Did I knock out your monitor or something?
No,
what happened? You were laughing.
No, I'm being silly.
Oh.
At themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
Awesome. And you can also shop using our Amazon links as well. We're going to have it in the show notes, and it really does help us out. It doesn't cost you any more. It just means that, hey, look, you really love the show and you want to support us and doing some cool things. So absolutely, please be sure to support the show. And yeah, shop on Amazon using our link. Anything else? Did I forget anything?
Nope.
It happens from time to time. I forget.
I don't think so.
All right. Sweet. All right. Let's get on with the show, shall we? Of the Sorcerer Radio Network.
Fun imagination, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Broadcasting from the Tiki Room Studios in Music City, it's the Disney List.
You've got to have characters that the audience, the viewer, the reader cares about.
What makes a hero? What's friendship? What's the idea of sacrificing yourself for something larger?
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
The Disney List on Sorcerer Radio with your hosts, Kristen and Aljon. Oh, yeah. You like that? Are you liking that?
Yeah.
I'm liking it. I'm just having fun. It's Kristen and Aljon, lifelong Disney fans, Marvel and Star Wars aficionados, theme park aficionados. We love Disney parks. We love them. Absolutely love them. And we welcome you back to the Disney List. My name is Aljon Go. We're also live on Sorcerer Radio. Did you know that? At srsounds.com. All Disney music all day long at srsounds.com. And on demand there at the Disney list through all great podcatchers. My co-host, as always, is a lovely and talented, illustrious hostess with the mostest, Miss DiningAtDisney.com herself and travel guru, Kristen.
Hello.
Howdy. Hey, howdy, hey. And I love the fact that we had an awesome show last week with Dave Bossert. And he's the man, 3D Disneyland, like you've never seen it before. Go ahead and get that book, by the way, while you can. Pre-order it there at the Old Mill Press. And I'd like to say congratulations to our giveaway winner. Go ahead, Kristen.
Brenny Cockcall.
All right, congratulations, Brenny. We're going to be emailing you, and you were get the awesome book, 3D Disneyland, like you've never seen it before. This week was Comic-Con, Kristen. Did you know that?
I did see that because I had seen Ashley's posts on her universe.
Yeah.
Posting some throwback pics to times when she's been there.
I love Comic-Cons, and I haven't been to, usually I go to the Chicago Comic-Con C2E2. Haven't been there in quite some time. Of course, this year with everything going on, they're celebrating Comic-Con at home. And there was a few things we can talk about in terms of news and things like that. Before we get into that, I'd like to say also what up to the Replay Heroes that supply us with our theme music. It's awesome to have the Replay Heroes always in tow here with some awesome 80s shred. But, Disney is doing their own thing. They're not participating necessarily in Comic-Con. They're going to have their own reveal in terms of what they're doing for Star Wars and different things, Marvel, of course, but they did unveil a couple things that is worth noting.
Okay.
So let's talk about that. Before we do that, Kristen, what is our topic for our Disney list for today?
We are talking top 10 rides at Magic Kingdom.
That is going to be an awesome list.
It was not easy considering you have 20 that you would call a ride.
I actually talked about the top attractions, and we have some Facebook and feedback from our fans and things that we're going to read. And if I ask them what their top 5, their Mount Rushmore, their top 5 Disney rides at Magic Kingdom, there's always a few that are always the same. And those are going to remain classic, probably until they decide to switch it and replace it with something else, but it is going to be a really cool list. So I urge everyone to keep listening here. So a couple things in regards to the Disney headline news for this week, because Comic-Con has been going on. Marvel is going to be releasing a brand new show on Disney Plus called Marvel 616 on Disney Plus. It's a docuseries that covers the history of Marvel Comics through the lens of individual filmmakers. So you've got actors Jillian Jacobs from Community, Paul Scheer from Black Monday joining the panel, talking about the show, talking about, I think the first couple episodes we'll talk about women and female characters as well as really obscure characters, which is going to be cool because when Disney and Marvel merged back in, I think, 2008, they had adopted over 8,000 characters from the Marvel universe, not the cinematic universe. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg is what you see in the movies. There is a whole score of Marvel characters. Some are awesome. Some are kind of lame, but needless to say, there are characters and there's a bunch of them. So, and I have my Marvel Comics encyclopedia. Kristen and her family, they know I'm a huge Marvel Comics fan, and I've got tons of books on these with a bunch of really interesting characters. And not all of them are Avengers. Not all of them are really bad guys. They're just, crazy, obscure characters.
That's a lot of characters.
That is a lot. And so you're going to see some of that coming up here on Disney Plus. And it looks like it's going to be debuting later on this year. So you can watch the full panel. I believe I posted the panel on our Facebook page there at the Disney list, so you can check that out.
anytime I hear something like 616 6, and then some other number and then another 6, I always think of Stitch.
I get it. Another thing that they released is there is a bunch of Star Wars books coming out, a lot of them revolving around Darth Vader, which is going to be cool. Timothy Zahn is doing a new book regarding Thrawn, which is called Chaos Rising, that was announced over there at Comic-Con at Home. Dr. Aphra's got a new comic coming out. Dr. Aphra is I guess the evil scientist, a female scientist of Darth Vader, which is awesome. She has like an evil C-3PO and R2-D2, and I love the character of Dr. Aphra. It was great. There's also a new title from featuring Poe Dameron, with writer Alex Segura that's coming out. Clone Wars, Stories of Light and Dark, which is coming out, as well as a book, The Empire Strikes Back, from a certain point of view, 40 stories celebrating 40 years of The Empire Strikes Back. And then a whole bunch of Darth Vader comics that are going to be coming out. And Darth Vader, his comic series on Marvel Comics and the Marvel Comics app has been very, very good. If you haven't checked that out, please do. They're also going to be releasing a story on the High Republic called Star Wars, A Test of Courage, Stories from the High Republic by Justina Ireland, which is one of the very first books that are going to give you an idea of what the High Republic and the subsequent film coming out over the next few years is going to be about. So there you go. There's your first dip into the Star Wars High Republic, which is supposed to be set 100 years before A New Hope. So Yoda would still be an old person. And maybe you'll see Yoda and Baby Yoda's parents, perhaps, there in the film. You might even see Maz Kanata and Chewbacca, because those are characters that are still old enough to still be during that time period. They lived through a lot of stuff, those characters. But I think the you had a question?
I just have to I just want to know if other people, when they hear the name Maz Kanata,
no, don't
I'm
even say
I'm
it.
not allowed to ask them. I want to know if other people think of the song from the Animal Kingdom.
I know you're going to say it. I know you're going to say it.
Because I say it all the time. Every time I hear that name, it pops into my head, and then I have that song playing in my head.
Maz Kanata. Maz Kanata. Maz Kanata.
Does.
Okay. All right. The one thing I think that Star Wars and Disney Parks fans are going to love is the art of Galaxy's Edge, which is Star Wars, which is going to be coming out. It's by Amy Radcliffe, who does a lot of stuff for Nerdist and geek culture, which is great. And so she's putting this book out. Speaking of some favorite Star Wars destinations, this is a concept art book about this. Here's a story for you. Did you know this? So you remember when we were at D23 back in 2013? Was it 2013?
Yes, we were there in 2013.
Was it 2013? And they had that tease of Star Wars, a Star Wars land that was coming out, and they had all the different concepts for the different rides and stuff. And we saw the Jedi speeder bike and different things.
Okay.
So did you know that all the way up until the bottom of the 9th, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge was actually going to be based on the original trilogy?
Interesting.
Yeah, and Kathleen Kennedy put a kibosh to it, apparently. And it's going to be all on the new trilogy. We're going to do all this stuff with the new trilogy. And now we see that Kathleen Kennedy might have one foot out the door.
I don't like her. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you could say whatever you want. It's our show. You could say whatever you want.
I'm not a huge Star Wars fan by any means.
I can't believe I married you.
Star Wars, but I'm outside of Disney, I'm a Marvel girl. I like Star Wars. But I'm telling you, I don't like what she does with Star Wars.
Well, you like what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau do with Star Wars. You love Dave Filoni.
The Mandalorian is amazing. But you have two great people working on that, with the Clone Wars and Rebels, you have Dave Filoni, who was fantastic with that. And then you have all the stuff like that Favreau's done with
Disney
and Marvel, and it's just
They get it. They're
they're just. I think it's because first and foremost, I think they are just fans, and so therefore, between that and having worked with Lucas and other people in their particular,
their field.
it's not even field,
But just the genre.
I guess that's maybe the
We're
word
just
I'm
working with
looking for.
Lucasfilm. Well, look,
But-
Filoni studied under Lucas.
But I think, I think that's made a difference because then they know what the creator was thinking of, and so
Yeah.
being a fan combined with that, I think you get amazing products. I mean, you got to think, Favreau talked to Stanley,
Oh, absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
I think you get great things when things work that way.
Yeah, and Kevin Feige has been with Marvel since the original X-Men came out. He started production with Marvel under Avi Arad back in the old Spider-Man, Sony/Fox days of the early X-Men movies. And can you believe it? The X-Men were celebrating 20 years from X-Men 1. I mean, that's crazy, right?
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, that's how long Hugh Jackman been playing Wolverine.
And he still looks amazing.
He says he's having a hard time staying in shape. When he did that movie Logan, he said, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. After this, I'm done.
He still said the hardest movie that he has ever done has been The Greatest Showman.
Oh, I believe it. Which is now on Disney Plus. Thanks. Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Fox. Hey, so I'm going to say something that's a little controversial. You were talking about, you were talking about Kathleen Kennedy.
Okay.
I'm going to put it out there. I like the sequel trilogy, right? Kylo Ren, Rey, Poe, definitely a big fan of Finn, right? One of my favorite characters of the new movies. Definitely love BB-8, but I'm going to put this out there. JJ, you ruined Star Wars. You ruined Star Trek. You ruined both of my franchises. I'm putting it out there. Look, I don't know where that came from.
Well,
Actually,
since the prequel, the only good thing that came out was, when it comes to the cinematic universe, is Rogue One.
okay, you're talking about, okay. Well, no, look, I liked Rogue One. I liked Solo. Solo was
okay.
good. Solo was good. It sucked because Kathleen had two guys that shouldn't have been directing it to begin with and blew all their money away, and Ron Howard tried to clean it up.
I just didn't
not
feel
Ron
like
Howard's fault.
any of the movies other than Rogue One do I want to sit down and watch again.
I liked the others. They're good. They're very good. But the original trilogy, even the prequel trilogy, I liked a lot. I liked Phantom Menace and all those other things. But here's the rumor. Kathleen Kennedy may not have her contract renewed, and they're doing everything they can to get George Lucas back, trying to have him salvage Star Wars.
Please.
I was like, right? People are like, "Oh, George, you ruined my childhood with Jar Jar Binks, and you don't know what's right for fans with Star Wars." And now they're begging him to come back.
See, they never should have complained about Jar Jar Binks to begin with, because look what we got.
Well, that's the whole thing regarding Star Wars is like, it was his story to tell, and he was an awesome storyteller. I mean, come on. And all the Indiana Jones movies were not bad. Kingdom of Crystal Skull was not a bad movie in hindsight. There were worser movies, but he did 4 awesome Indiana Jones movies and then one kind of questionable one. So I don't know. What do you think about all this? Let us know in the chat. Let us know. And honestly, it really wasn't JJ's fault with Star Wars. It was Rian Johnson, who did The Last Jedi, that kind of really set the course, for this divisive Star Wars fan. But JJ did. JJ and Paramount screwed up Star Trek, and now Alex Kurtzman over there screwed up Star Trek, and I don't even know what to say about Star Trek. It doesn't matter because it's not a Star Trek show. So anyway, we're moving on. How about this? we do have a couple other things. Did you know that the Disney Cruise Line, I almost said Jungle Cruise. Disney Cruise Line had just released Tangled, the musical from the Disney Cruise Line show. They're on their YouTube channel. So you can watch a nice hour-long special with the family, and that's awesome. I love how
pretend you're on a cruise ship.
Well, at least
just
you can
sit there and sway back and forth.
You can watch theater. I think they should put this stuff on Disney Plus for us to watch because, we have Hamilton. You might as well watch some of this other stuff on there too. These other productions like Beauty and the Beast from the theme park. You could watch what other shows they have. Little Mermaid from the theme park. You can watch this stuff from the.
They're trying to reel the people in that are not on Disney Plus. Going, see, these are the kinds of things you can find.
Exactly. You could do that. On more of a sadder note, we had a couple deaths in the extended Disney family. First off, we found out that the actor John Saxon had just passed away, and we're big fans of John Saxon. The name might be unfamiliar to you, but he played one of the awesome roles of Lieutenant Thompson in one of our favorite horror movie series.
In Nightmare on Elm Street. And that is Nancy's dad, for those who don't know.
Yes. He was also Roper, who was in Enter the Dragon. He was a karate master, which was awesome with Bruce Lee. But the Disney tie-in here is the fact that he was also on Old Dogs with Tim Allen. Right? With Tim Allen. And that was a Disney production film. And then he was also on a couple classic ABC shows. One of them being Dynasty back in the mid 80s and Fantasy Island in the late 70s and 80s. So, I mean, the guy has got a resume that goes on. And he's one of our favorite actors, especially from a Nightmare on Elm Street saga. So,
gosh, I didn't realize he was as old as he was.
I know. John Saxon. Rest in peace, John Saxon.
85?
Yeah. And also, we would want to acknowledge the passing of Disney legend, the late, the great Regis Philbin, who passed away at 88 over the weekend.
He was almost 89.
Almost 89. Let's see here. Bob Iger says, we're heartbroken to hear that longtime colleague and friend Regis Philbin passed away at the age of 88. He graced us with warmth, humor, and self-deprecating wit, always bringing happiness to us all. Our heart goes out to joy and to his family. Rest in peace, Regis.
I did not realize that he was as old as he is. For some reason, I was thinking he was like in the early part of his mid-70s.
Yeah.
He's more than 10 years older than I was thinking he was.
Yeah, he's had a lot. I mean, I told your parents today, I said, Regis, before all this happened, he was a recording artist and recorded a lot of records and stuff back in the 50s and, in the 50s and such. So he's had a long, fabled career. We were here in person when Regis accepted his Disney Legends Award back in 2011 at the D23 Expo. Here's a little excerpt. If I can get this clip going here. Or maybe not.
Uh-oh.
That is okay. Well,
Aw.
I can't get it to play for whatever reason. That's not good.
Go into the park, while I'm receiving my award. Hey, no problem. Well, let me tell you what happened. They're still waiting to get into the park.
That's his family.
They went out there I think they gave up. They're back in my room now. They could not get into Disneyland Park. It's not funny, is it? The little one's nickname is Mr. Trouble, and he's going to be mad. He's going to be furious. But anyway, that's all right. I'm here, and I love being one of the Disney legends. I can't believe I'm a small part of it, but I guess that's what happened. Thank you all very, very much.
Yeah, it was great. Regis, such a good guy. Obviously, his show had been on, the ABC network for many, many years, especially with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The list goes on and on. He was an awesome talk show host. And you talk about a talk show host of talk show hosts. there wasn't one person that didn't like Regis. There's not anything anyone could ever say that, oh, Regis Philbin, he acted bad. He was bad to his staff. He was bad to his guest, or he acted bad. Because, you know, you see these every now and again on YouTube about how talk show hosts kind of undermine the guest or make him feel really super uncomfortable. He was always the consummate host and the consummate professional, and I respect that.
I think you see that a lot nowadays with a lot of hosts. There's very few that you don't ever see much ever said negative about. Like off the top of my head, the only person I can think of that I've watched on TV that I haven't seen, could be out there, but that I haven't seen anything about has been Jimmy Fallon. Yeah. I haven't seen anybody complain about him. It may be out there, but everybody else I know I've seen. Everybody else there's always a little something. Well, I tell you what, that takes care of our top 5 Disney headlines for this week. Let's move on to our Disney list.
This is Brian Crosby from Walt Disney Imagineering, and you're listening to Sorcerer Radio.
It's like 8-bit music, a little video game. Feel like you're in a video game, Kristen? Gonna get all the coins?
I can get that.
Yeah, a little bit. Virtual Joy, SilentCrafter. Cool little track, I like it.
If you remove that from it, it has that very like summer pop song kind of.
Yes. It's good.
Happiness.
It's good stuff. This week on the show, Kristen, we're talking about our top 10 Magic Kingdom rides. The park is open, folks. It's open for business. They're maintaining social distancing. They're making sure people wear masks, even on the attraction. Even on attractions where they take your picture. That's kind of strange, right?
See, then they have proof if you weren't following directions.
Yeah, it's like, we're not going to give you your picture on the attraction if, we don't want it getting out that you're not wearing your mask.
So speaking of the mask thing, you do know that they have changed the rules for eating and drinking when you are out now.
I heard.
If you decide to have a drink, you have to stop where you are and drink. You cannot drink and be walking or eat and be walking. You have to actually stop your movement and then do it, and then put your mask back on, because they're having the people who like to cheat a little bit.
I heard. Well, I'm glad that they're making some changes. I think it's very important that people maintain safety, social distancing, cleanliness, washing their hands, wearing masks, all that good stuff, so that we can enjoy the parks together. Yes.
See, now you really could give somebody who leaves the bathroom and doesn't wash their hand, you could really be like, now you could really say something to them, You
could. You definitely could. Hey, by the way, I'd like to say a shout out to everyone watching on our chat and participating. Hey, Chris Hamilton Lane. Hey, Lindsay, our top fan, Lindsay Marie. We love you. Thank you so much. Paul Hackenberth. Oh, did the Jungle Cruise make the list? Paul is asking. Well, you'll have to wait and see. Lindsay also says, cute dress, Kristen.
Oh, nice. See, that's my short. It's old.
Our top fan, Danny Inward, says, hello, all. Bobby Dreher. Hello, Bobby. All right. Miss you and Tony.
A hug from Bobby and Tony.
All right. Miss you guys. Miss you guys. Absolutely miss you guys. Lindsay says, y'all show is the best. And we love you so much, Lindsay. Thank you for being our big top fan, our big supporter, number one. And then also, Lindsay says, I like y'all's Mickey pillow in the back, but what happened to the It's a Small World pillow, LOL? Kristen, you know where that is?
So that pillow is downstairs, and it's in a ledge. When you first come into the house, there's the little ledge with the window, and in it, that pillow sits. So that's one of the things people see when they first enter the house.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Hey, she remembers from back in the day. And we still need to send Lindsay that link to some of our classic shows. Hey, I do have a question for our fans, though. We're at the halfway point of the program. Do you want to get classic episodes, edited classic episodes of WDW Teak Room on the Disney List feed? Let me know, because I'm happy to launch a few of those. I mean, we have like 9 years, 10 years worth of shows somewhere, so
I think that should be something that we give to the people who support the show with
Okay.
donations.
Okay.
So anybody who gives the $4.99
Or one
or more,
yeah, whatever. Yeah,
they get access to those.
Okay, sure. Well, I know I've been working on it with Lindsay. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to gate all these shows because I need to put them on a server or something like that. So Lindsay, hey, let us know how you want all these shows delivered because it's a massive amount of audio files. It's a massive amount. Speaking of massive amount, we're talking about our top 10 Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom rides. Now, I asked our fam, the Disney List fam, I said, fam, what are your top 5 attractions? And, this is before we actually, delve down deep and decided, hey, look, there's just way too many attractions. We need to just do top 10 rides. There are some rides that we took out of the list. Kristen, you want to talk about what rides are not eligible for this list as it stands right now?
So we removed anything that is not a moving type thing.
Right. So a sit down show.
Yeah, so like Country Bears Jamboree or Carousel of Progress. We also,
even though it is Carousel of Progress, we do know that it is a system where the people do move, right? So you technically ride it, but we went ahead and took out the show element.
And then the other thing was attractions that are no longer going to be as they are. So that would be like Splash Mountain.
Yep, Splash Mountain is out. So that's out. And Stitch's Great Escape, I think, too. That's out.
That's no more.
That's no more.
It's bye-bye.
Well, not everybody knows that. So
I'm excited about that.
Yes. So these are all of the attractions that made it. And now we have a huge list of those that didn't make it. Can you imagine that? We have a bunch of, there's so many attractions there at Magic Kingdom. Kristen, you want to?
It's like 30.
Yeah, you want to give everybody a list of what didn't make it onto the countdown, which earns an honorable mention.
Oh, okay. So we're going to start with this.
Yes.
Okay, so the Speedway, Tomorrowland Speedway, the Liberty Bell Riverboat, Prince Charming's Carousel, Winnie the Pooh,
Yep.
Barnstormer, Astro Orbiter, Magic Carpets, Dumbo.
Oh no.
The
Okay.
Mad Tea Party,
Let the hate mail begin.
and It's a Small World.
What?
It's a Small World.
How did that happen?
There's 10 more we like better.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
It didn't make the list, y'all. It got cut.
It did not make the 10.
It didn't fare. It didn't fare too well. But I tell you, what would have made it if you were to take all of the attractions you saw right there, Kristen, which one would you resurrect and put in the extended list or give a real honorable mention to out of all the ones you mentioned?
Ooh.
Because I think it's Small World would be on that. Because I love that ride. I know. I feel like I could get some letters about that.
It's a Small World. But I also like Dumbo because it's Dumbo.
Yeah.
It's classic.
It is classic.
And it's so popular that they had to make 2 of them.
3 of them. Astro Orbiter.
No. 2 actual Dumbos.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
rides.
clones. I thought you were talking about the clones.
No, you have Astro Orbiter Magic Carpets.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm not
Gotcha.
talking about them.
No, I got you.
They're wannabe Dumbos.
Lee Beaton's in the chat. What up, Lee? Our Canadian friend. I've never understood the hate for Stitch's Escape. He liked it.
I like the attraction
I like it
that
too,
was
man.
there before Stitch
extraterrestrial.
was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So
Alien
that
Encounter.
combined with the smell in that attraction always made me feel a little sick when I was leaving.
Yeah, Alien Encounter was the best, and I miss it. And I didn't have a problem with Stitch per se. Another thing that didn't make it is the laugh floor. The laugh floor,
Yeah, because it doesn't move.
it doesn't move.
It's
All right.
It's a show.
I know it's a show.
We have a lot of shows.
I know we're probably going to get a lot of heat for the Carousel of Progress. What do you think? I know there's so many attractions. Well, shall we go ahead and get started with our
number 10?
So go ahead, Kristen. What is number 10 on our list this week?
Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin.
I love it. You know that attraction's great, but I love the Disneyland one better.
Yeah, because you can see what you're hitting. When you hit it, the target lights up red. It's best, and the gun picks up and moves off the ride vehicle instead of being mounted there, where you're just like, oh, I'm trying to aim you.
Yeah, it's kind of like Men in Black over at Universal, where you can take the gun out, which is kind of cool.
And I always manage to make the same very intense face when I'm on that ride.
You look mad. You look so mad. Guys, if you see the pictures on our Facebook page of Space Ranger spin, you guys would just laugh because Kristen is intense. She wants to win. And she always beats me. I'm the worst Space Ranger out there. Buzz Lightyear, I would be literally like the second tier from the bottom because I can't see where I'm shooting. I just can't do it. Now you put me in Toy Story Midway Mania. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rule. I'm gonna try to rule that one, but
except last time I beat you, and that was the best. Because not only did I, like always, have the better accuracy score, but I actually beat your score.
Well, miracles happen. But yes, I am horrible at Astro Blasters, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin. Two similar rides, different coasts. But what else would we give award to the
This is number 10.
Oh, that was number 10. Oh gosh, I don't know what you see, I was reading comments in the chat and I got spaced out. I get stressed out. Lindsay says, y'all put Buzz or It's a Small World, LOL. Oh man. Okay, all right. So here we are. Guys.
Number 9.
All right, Kristen. What's number 9?
It is Under the Sea.
Oh yeah.
Adventures with Ariel.
Yep.
The best part of that, though, my favorite part is I like the queue because you have the little guy that's like a crab. He's bringing you stuff. He's just so cute.
Yes. Yeah, the queue is actually, I like the queue. It's almost as good as the ride. I'm very entertained by that little crab.
I know.
It's a great queue.
One of those to play with.
And I also like the fact that it weaves in and out of the caverns there in New Fantasyland. I guess it's no longer New Fantasyland. It's just Fantasyland now. But I really like the fountains and all the little stuff that they have in the queue. It's very entertaining. It looks amazing. And that shipwreck ship looks nice too.
Yes, it
looks really nice. But overall, not a bad attraction at all. But do you like Ariel's ride over there at DCA, or do you like ours over there at Walt Disney World better?
Ours is better because we have a way better queue than they have.
Well, this is true. Theirs is just a big box.
Yeah.
It's a big box. Better. All right.
They may have other things better than ours, but not Ariel.
All right.
Number 8.
All right. Where are we at?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan's Flight. Yes. It's a classic, and people are like, wow, Aljon, Kristen, it's rated, it's not even in your top 5. But Peter Pan's Flight, wonderful, wonderful attraction. What is your favorite part about Peter Pan's Flight, Kristen? Do you have a favorite?
The pre-Ariel that's in there. Where they have all the little mermaids sitting out, and you have the one that she looks exactly like Ariel. I don't know. I just like that.
The funny thing is about this, that Peter Pan wasn't originally part of the attraction. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Guess we're confused. Why is there no Peter Pan on the attraction? But it's really nice. I like the ride system. Very neat. I like the fact that you can ride. Now, this is another thing that happened in our show recently. We talked about our Disney boat rides, our favorite Disney boat rides. And they're like, well, Aljon, Kristen, you're riding a boat. And it's like, that should be part of your boat ride attraction. And you know what? I concede it should have been on our list. I get it.
You said it had to be like a true boat.
A true boat. This is true. And I said that.
We had discussed that.
I said that. Hey, Joan Crane, our top fan. What up, Joan? What up? Also, Lee says, Peter Pan's flight better in Disneyland over WDW. It says for some reason. And then Lindsay says, I like Peter Pan now, but when I was little, I hated to fly. I get it. Hi, Gail. Gail's in the chat too.
For that style of attraction, that like old painted look to it, I prefer Snow White's Scary Adventure or Pinocchio's over in Disneyland better.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I still like Peter Pan.
Or Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I mean.
Yeah, no, but Peter Pan for me, it's better than all those.
Okay. Well.
That we agree to disagree. We agree to disagree. All right. Let's see here. Are we at number
7?
Yes, we are.
Okay. And
number 7, the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. The TTA.
Love this. What is it about this attraction that you like so much? Because I love this attraction. And maybe we're just because we're older, we like it more. But what do you think?
Well, it's fun to kind of people watch from there. But I also like, I like when you go past Mickey's Star Traders, the little spiel there, or where you go into Space Mountain and you hear we are paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Please come to, I don't remember where you're supposed to go, but I don't know why those two things, like, I don't know, maybe it's with the store, it's Mickey going,
No, it's good. It's good. I like it. I like it a lot. No, what I love about the TTA, it'll always be the TTA for me, I guess. That's just, it's the 1994 to 2009 name. This has gone through so many different names over the years. But I love it because I can relax. I literally love it. It's one of the things that we do. In fact, Kristen and I oftentimes will not go around. When we go around the hubs of the Magic Kingdom, we will go right instead of left more oftentimes than not, right? We go to Future World more often on the right-hand side first. Or Tomorrowland, did I say Future World?
I was going to say, what's Future
Come
World?
on, man. I'm having a huge... Okay, so let me tell...
We often go towards Adventureland first.
We do? I thought we'd go the other way first more often. I'll tell you what the issue is. The issue is the fact that we went and had Chinese food with Kristen's parents for the first time. Like, I was craving Chinese food, and I had Chinese food, and I am still spaced out from it.
You know what it is that we need to do? We just need to
have
go
more Chinese food.
No, at Magic Kingdom, we need to take the third option, and that is go straight.
Yeah, but then you ultimately have to make a decision, left or right. And then if we go down straight through the castle, we're going to be right up against, do we want to do something in Fantasyland, or do you want to do Haunted Mansion? That's usually what happens if we go straight.
True. But depending on the time of the day you go, that may be the better of the options.
Well, I do.
Because everybody goes either left or right.
Well, I do
Very
like...
few just go straight.
I do like the TTA, no doubt. Love the TTA. Alrighty.
Number 6.
And that would be Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
All right. This is... Okay, go ahead.
I want to know why are they dwarfs instead of dwarves? Like leafs. You don't say leafs unless you're up in Toronto. Then you say leafs instead of leaves. So why is it dwarfs and not dwarves?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe people in the chat help us with this dilemma, this grammatical dilemma. I don't know what to say about that. All I know is that's the name of the ride. And I enjoy it because when you go in, you look at the jewel mine, that thing is just bedazzle crazy. I love looking in, like going in to the attraction. Not only is the queue amazing, but then you get in and then you go up the little mine cart train and you see all the dwarfs mining, and you see all those glittery stones, and you're like, yeah, this is super cool. I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like the fact that on that attraction, in the little Snow White world, I am not short.
The little Snow White world. Or just in the regular world. Just, you're taller than animatronics. Yes, Kristen, yes. You're taller than animatronics. In the real world, you are taller than animatronics. But I love the technology. I think the way they project and do the image mapping, projection mapping that they do inside the mine itself is great, and the animatronics are super smooth. They're great. The ride vehicle is a lot of fun, so yeah.
It's made for smaller people, though. That was one of the things that I remember, like when we first wrote it, thinking, why did they make this for people my size? Because unless you're a child, you're not my size. I mean, most adults are, a good bit bigger than I am.
There you go. Amazing. Good stuff. Good stuff. All righty then. Here we are. What number are we on, Chris?
That was number 6.
Oh.
Number 5.
Oh, yeah. It's not a show if I don't forget where I am. Okay, Kristen, then.
And we are at Space Mountain now.
Unbelievable.
And the best part of this attraction is when you're sitting in the very front seat because you have no idea where it's going because you can't see anything. So that makes it the best.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you can feel it like moving. You know which direction you're going on it.
Okay. Yes. Or you could sit in the back and dislodge another kidney stone. You could do that as well. You could. Because that dragon tail of that attraction will whip you round silly. It will. I think you remember when we were on the ride with Jeff Davis. You remember that? Remember Jeff?
Yes. No, I don't remember Jeff.
No, I'm saying when we were all at the park together for the
do.
Source of Radio 10th anniversary. There's a picture of us. One of our favorite pictures of all of us riding the Space Mountain together. That was awesome.
Yes.
Was Jeff in the front or were you in the front? I think maybe you were in the front, right?
I think I was because I was holding our backpack.
Yeah, okay.
So that's usually why I ride in the front, because I take all the stuff because I'm small enough that I can pile it up there with me. But that's where there's the picture of Jeff and I putting on the wig costume hats because I have the Mad Hatter.
Oh, yeah,
and he has the pirates.
Yeah, that was fun times. That was the 10th anniversary of Source of Radio, right? Can you believe that was almost 10 years ago?
2011.
Oh, man. So crazy. My ass time flown. But, another thing I like about Space Mountain, not only is it great because I'm a huge sci-fi fan, I love the fact that you go through the wormhole, you get shot out, whatever. The queue's great, the whole space, the spaceships and things that you see, but even the queue, when you leave, when you get on the conveyor belt, what used to be the conveyor belt, when you see all those things down there and you see the robot and you see the little space rover, all those things are super cool. All those little models and things. I love that.
And all of it's going away.
It's all going away, but you know what? The music hopefully will stay because I love the music there in the Space Mountain attraction. Love it. Very spacey, of course. Very spacey.
Number 4.
Go ahead.
On this one, it's all about the backside of water.
Yes.
And that would be
the Jungle Cruise, LLC. So this attraction, I remember when you and I first started going, we're like, the Jungle Cruise, whatever. And I think it's just because we had lame skippers back in the day. No, seriously.
We have in recent times as well.
But we've had good,
Yeah.
we've had more good ones than bad ones because they get to be so entertaining. Now, if you go back to our podcast archive, when we talk about our favorite attraction boats, there's actually bonus stuff in there because I put audio of one of our skippers that I found in the archive. So if you go back, sometimes when you listen to the podcast version, there's extra scenes and bonus stuff that I cut out of this show and add on to the audio show. And then there's other things that, well, of course we're recording live, but like in last week's episode with Dave, I cut out a lot out of the Sorcerer Radio version. I cut out at least 30
we have
minutes.
to because there's time constraint on Sorcerer Radio.
Yeah.
So,
but I added that back in, so everyone watching the show, or if you listen to the audio, there's even more stuff that we put in there in the audio show. But yeah, so we love Jungle Cruise. Not only is it an original attraction that came over from Disneyland over here, but it's just great. And what makes it great? The skippers. The skippers always make it great. Well, for the most part, I would say 85% of the time they make it great if they're not just phoning it in.
I thought it was the good deal that you get at the end where you can get 2 heads, from Trader Sam for one of yours.
Well, I don't know. The mob might be coming after Trader Sam because he might be not politically correct anymore, selling those heads at the end of the ride. No, I had to headbutt my mic. Sorry, guys.
Well, way to go.
I think I'm just going to fall out.
Okay.
Anyway, all right.
Number 3.
This is one of my favorites, and this is Big Thunder Mountain Railway.
What?
Railroad? You're rubbing off on me. You're like losing the.
This is going to be an awesome. It's Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, y'all. That's the name of it, Kristen. The name that should be written on your piece of paper.
I wrote Big Thunder is what it says. Everything is an abbreviation on here. So if you have no idea.
Hey, look, man, the fam loves us. There's like a bunch of people watching. They're not making fun of us. So far, so good. So far, so good when you're talking about our attractions. Holy cow, man. All right. No, this is good.
Thunder.
Big Thunder. I love Big Thunder Mountain too, just because the theming, the fact that it incorporated a lot of the original Disney plan in there, the American Southwest, awesome, which I love. And
it's different depending on the time of the day you go, especially if you are going in the evening. If there's really not a wait, it's great to get on and ride it, like get off and get on, because you're seeing it as the sun is going down, and therefore the attraction, in a sense, looks different.
No, absolutely. Love it so much. And I love it because, when they were designed in the concept art with Tony Baxter designing it, he basically put a lot of these ideas that Mark Davis had for the Western River Expedition in it. The little city, all those little buildings and things, which I really love. So those little Easter eggs, there's always something fun to see. The wildlife is fun to see, whether it's, the scavengers, you've got those guys, you've got the little ram, right, hanging out. I mean, there's a bunch of just little fun things, little Easter eggs in there that I love, absolutely love. So
we're down to the last 2.
I can't believe it.
Number 2.
I can't believe it, Kristen. What is our number 2?
Well, my drink for this evening.
Oh, okay. So wait. Are we going to get a lot of hate mail for this? Because I feel it coming on.
Well, we'll see how they feel about it. But I do
Okay.
have my drink for this evening is themed after this attraction, and this is the Pirate's Plunge.
All right. So
Yes, it does have rum, of
yes,
course.
of course it does.
So
because of
Pirates of the Caribbean would be our number 2 attraction.
Yes. And why do we love it so much, Kristen?
Well, it's the first ride I ever went on at Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I love Johnny Depp, so adding Johnny Depp to the attraction is fun. I do like the one out in California better.
It's nice.
It's longer.
It's nice. It is.
You do have a skull, a real human skull in that attraction still.
This is one of the ones too that I remember from my youth. Definitely remember it because my first park, as you all probably know, is Disneyland. And when I came over here and we went to this one, I'm like, it just seems different, and now I know, it's missing some scenes because when I went to Disneyland, I couldn't remember. I just remember things just weren't the same. And, when I went back to Disneyland, I realized, oh, okay. So not only is the ride area different, the ride, the entrance of the ride different, but yeah, we're missing some scenes there in Walt Disney World. And it was just different, but it's still awesome. And I love all the different characters. They all have personalities. Love the pirate ships. Of course, I thought it was great that they incorporated, Pirates of the Caribbean, the film franchise, into the attraction,
But even continuing past the first movie, you still see the attraction brought into, what was it, the fourth movie, I think?
Yes.
You see some of that in it.
Yep, except the mermaids don't work anymore. And there's things that they've taken out.
They removed the mermaids.
They've
They
removed
don't
a bunch of
exist
stuff.
They came and then they left.
Yeah. Why? The mermaids were awesome. I don't know. Maybe Ariel, had a protest or something. I don't know.
Maybe because there weren't any like mermen in there, and somebody got mad about
I guess.
it. And,
I don't know.
Bred the pirate.
I don't know. Hey, gang, let us talk about, can you imagine? We're just about done with our list for this week. I can't believe it. What an awesome list. We have some comments in the chat, Kristen. You want to go ahead and talk about some of these comments?
Yes. Joan says that she love pirates.
Joan's one of our top fans. What up, top fan Joan?
And then Danny says, pirate song is a catchy tune that gets stuck in your head like Small World. I absolutely agree with that.
Nice. Let's see here. Lindsay says, I love Thunder Mountain song. It's awesome. It's awesome. Hey, Lee Beatons also says, switch trader Sam with The Rock. Well, I'm sure we're going to smell what The Rock is cooking when that new movie comes out next year. That'll be neat, right?
Oh, gosh. That would be crazy.
Lindsay says, Kristen, for Mine Train, you sit in the back. It's funnier for short people. What?
Every time I lean on this and it shifts, I'm not used to it. So
you almost fell over. Gosh, if you fell, if you fell over and you kicked this whole studio down, this whole house of cards would tumble down. Whole house of cards would tumble down. It'd probably ruin all my guitars in the back too.
It would be really entertaining for everybody on social media.
It'd be entertaining for everyone on social media, except for us that are actually live. And then I'd pick you up and you'd probably hurt yourself.
I always do.
You always do.
I always do.
She always hurts herself.
But every time I hurt myself, at least I laugh it off and it entertains other people.
I guess. Hey, look, we have some comments. We asked our Disney List fam what their top attractions are. Danny Edwards says, I absolutely love rides in Magic Kingdom, but here's my top 5. Number 5, Jungle Cruise. Number 4, Haunted Mansion. 3, Peter Pan's Flight. 2, Pirates. And number 1, Splash Mountain. It's gonna change. Lindsay, of course, top fan Lindsay says, let's see, I love all the rides, but if I have to rank, here they are. Pirates, number 1. Jungle Cruise, number 2. People Mover, number 3. Number 4, Carousel. Number 5, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Yeah, you see, I asked the fam about their attractions, so I wasn't being specific like we are now.
No, we had to be specific after looking at a list of nearly 30 things to rank. I'm like,
yeah.
We don't have that many hours in the show.
We were going to rank them all, but maybe if we have an XL show, that'll happen. Let's see, Kristen, why don't you go ahead and recap all of the top 10 through number 2.
The top 9?
Yeah, the top 9. Go for it.
That's not number 1. Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin Under the Sea, Peter Pan's Flight, Tomorrow Transit Authority, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Space Mountain, Jungle Cruise, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Pirates of the Caribbean, and
Number 1.
that could leave only one. And that would be The Haunted Mansion.
I love it.
It was so close. Like that and Pirates. It just always depends on the day. Like which one?
I know, right?
Which one am I missing more today? And today it just happened to be The Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. Yeah, it just happened. Oh, by the way, I want to give a shout out not only to all the Disney Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone members watching, also our Disney dorks that are watching as well. Hello, fellow Disney dorks. Yeah, I think it just depends on the day. I mean, those two are probably my most favorite all-time Disney attractions. All time is Pirates and Haunted Mansion. It's hard to choose between your favorite children. It really is. But I think today we have the Haunted Mansion. Why do I love the Haunted Mansion? I love it because I love horror. I am a big horror fan. I love horror movies. I like haunted houses. I'm a big fan of that. And so just the fact that they have a scary haunted house over there in Disney.
Hurry back.
What's your favorite character there? Constance Hatchaway?
Yeah, but that's
Or the bride.
That's not Constance that's there.
Or Mini Constance. But that they call
they
a lot.
gave her a name.
I forgot the name.
Like
chat will
her, but
help
I
us
can
out.
do her voice. I don't sound like Cat Cressida, so I can't sound like, Constance Hatchaway.
What-
But she's one of my that's my favorite section of that attraction. Like
Yes.
I've always said if I could have a dinner party in a Disney attraction, I want to have that space and have a dinner party in there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That would be amazing.
Yes, I agree. 100%. It would be amazing. I absolutely love it. And I think if I had to choose any one of those rooms to hang out in, I think I may have to choose. I like Madame Leota's room.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's it just about edges out the dining room. Because the dining room is really fun. Like there's so many Easter eggs, but something about Madame Leota's room is my favorite room in the Haunted Mansion, just because Madame Leota is awesome and the crystal ball's great, but that chair, man, that's an awesome chair.
They wouldn't let you sit in it though.
Oh, absolutely not. No, of course not. But still, I love that. I love that. Do you have a favorite room in the Haunted Mansion? What?
I already said.
Oh.
My favorite part is where.
No, your
the
favorite
attic-
part is different than the.
Oh,
but
well,
the
that's
attic-
my favorite.
That's
that
your favorite
room,
part.
yeah.
That's your favorite room. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Okay, you see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
'cause
it's the whole thing. I love all the different things you can see in that room. There's like too much. I always feel like I've got to find a new section to like stare at when I'm going by. Like, what can I see that I missed in the past?
All right. Amy Huffmaster, our top fan. What up, top fan Amy? Says that's like picking a favorite child. Yes. And Lindsay also likes the Haunted Mansion. She says the bride is cool. Yeah, I mean, it's all cool. Let's just put that out there. She's Lindsay even continues. She says, if I can, like, getting stuck in the Haunted Mansion is the attic with the bride. So yeah, I guess that would be, that would be a really cool place to go. But I mean, honestly, if you're stuck in the Haunted Mansion, any one of those rooms, there's always just really awesome places, like the long hallway with the night, right? Or not the night, but with
there's
the
a night
candle
in
and
that
stuff.
hall.
And then you've got the weird wallpaper that's always super creepy because of those bad eyes. It always creeps me out.
Or the pictures that look like they're from the
Walking
scary
Dead.
stories books
Yeah.
that used to freak Connor out when he was little.
Yeah, those little zombie guys, you know, and the guy trying to get out of the coffin and all that. But I don't know. It's just
Let me out of here.
so anyway, Disney List fam, what do you think if you go ahead and leave us comments on your favorite haunted or favorite haunted mansion, but your favorite Magic Kingdom rides? And let us know in the chat if you'd let us know in the comment section also.
Number 7.
That's not what I meant. This is what I meant to play. For heaven's sake. This has been a crazy show, y'all. And I'm glad you're watching it live. Because this is where all the fun happens. This is not edited. It's just live. And we just let it happen. All right, Kristen. Tell everybody where they can follow you and what's going on at diningatdisney.com. What?
Well, they can find me at diningatdisney.com. Dining at Disney on social media. Make sure to go to Anchor and check out the Dining at Disney podcast. Last week, Bubba and I talked about all the cool things, restaurants, food, food-related sponsors, Walt stuff from 65 years ago, celebrating the 65th anniversary, birthday, whatever you want to call it for Disneyland. And this week we're going to be talking about the best places for breakfast.
Oh, I like that.
It's one of those like best thing I ever ate kind of episode. So we're going to be talking about best breakfasts.
Best breakfasts. Nice. All right. Oh, that's great. You can follow me, Aljon Go, on Instagram. That's the best way to do it. I post a lot of guitar and music-related things, but also occasionally some Disney stuff. And you can also follow us on the Disney List at Disney Listcast on Instagram. Facebook, probably the best thing that you can do is follow us and support us on Facebook. Click that bell for notifications whenever we go live and post content there at facebook.com/The Disney List. Also, DisneyList.com. Links to all of our Amazon shop. Links to Kristen so you can book your next Disney Marvel, your Disney Universal or cruise vacation, right? Kristen,
I wish people could book a Marvel vacation.
That would be marvelous. Kristen, what is your email so people can get their free quote today?
It's themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
That's amazing. You can also listen to the show archive. We're on everywhere where podcasts can be found there. Source Radio at srsounds.com. You can listen to us on iHeartRadio. You can listen to us on all your Amazon or Google devices, Apple Podcasts, of course, Spotify, as well as Anchor.fm, where you can donate to our show and be a patron like our top fan, Lindsay Marie. Thank you so much for being our top fan.
And for our top fans, it's either 99 cents, $4.99. $4.99. Did you know that's only 16 cents a day?
Only 16
Only
cents a day.
16 cents a day.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. I'm Aljon.
And I'm Kristen.
And we'll see you real soon.
This podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company or its holdings and is intended for entertainment purposes.
All right, we're clear. All right. What?
You got a comment.
How much for the couch? What couch?
That's what I was wondering.
Did the auction for the couch start yet? What couch, Michael? What couch? I have no idea what you're talking about. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. The show's over. I don't know. I don't know.
I thought maybe you knew.
Let me know, Michael, what you're talking about. I don't know what couch we're auctioning. I had no idea we're auctioning a couch, Kristen.
I don't have a couch to auction.
I don't know either. But anyway, thank you, Michael Bloomer. If you happen to post your question again in the chat, just post the question and we'll try to answer it because I have no idea what you're talking about. But anyway, Disney List fam, thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you next week. We're out of here. Have a good night. Have a great week. Be safe. Wash those hands. And thank you so much for your support. We love every single one of you for making us part of your weekend and inviting us into your home every single week. So thank you so much.
Drink Corona. don't spread it.